Hey,
So I thought today we could talk about New Year's. We're coming into 2021 and ending
yes,
a very crazy year for the whole world.
right, right, yeah. It was different here. I mean, of course, I'm in Uruguay, and um, it wasn't the pandemic, the COVID wasn't as bad here for a very long time, and more recently it got worse. So I'm not sure how much celebrating they will do here for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
But we'll find out. We'll find out. Yes.
Do you know what the usual traditions are? Uh,
Usually here, people gather with friends and family,
mhm.
have a big meal. Um, some people do go out. Very often, there are events at hotels and restaurants have special dinners. This year,
Probably not much
no,
of that at all.
no, probably not much. I don't have any plans to go out. I'm going to stay safe, and that's it. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe what I think a lot of people would do this year is to simply stay at home and make the resolutions for next year. Make your kind of
Yes,
goals for personal goals or your hopes for what's going to happen next year. Um,
yes,
and this is a tradition where usually it's a list of things or maybe one or two things that we want to improve about ourselves in the next year. And uh, going to the gym and exercising is
yes,
usually the typical one that people use.
yes,
So I know the gym market flourishes in that first month of January, and then people tend to kind of fade off and slip off. But I know you mentioned that you want to start working out in the mornings now more, and it's good to start now before the new year, even.
right, exactly. Yeah, of course, it's summer here,
Oh, yeah,
so working out outside at this point is really best before 9 o'clock in the morning. So,
right. So you'll get up early and do it, and that's actually been one of my goals too. So hopefully we'll stick to it in the next year.
yes, yes,
And
yes.
but traditionally, if we're talking about the U.S. in the new year,
Hmm.
we, I think we do a lot of the same things that Uruguay does. Like we get with family and friends. It's a lot less of a family event than Christmas is, I would say. Especially for me as I got older, like once I got into my teenage years and like early adult years, it would be less of hanging out with my family and more doing things with friends, going to New Year's Eve parties. And usually we put the TV on right before midnight and we watch the ball drop. So you're from New York, and this isn't a thing that happens every year in New York. Can you explain a little
Yes,
bit about what that is?
yes. Now I forget the history of it, but for almost 100 years now, in Times Square, they take um, a ball that's made of light bulbs,
Yeah, it's a big sparkly ball, a huge
big sparkling
sparkly
ball,
ball.
and
And
they put it at the top of. I think originally it was a flagpole. Now it's just a special
pole.
pole that they've put there that they use once a year,
Hmm.
on this building. And at 11:59, they start dropping the ball down this pole, and when it reaches the bottom, that's midnight,
Yes.
and that's it. Happy New Year! And thousands of people gather in Times Square every year,
Hmm.
rain or shine, as we say.
Yeah,
And
sometimes it
it
gets
can
really
be
cold. Yeah.
freezing in New York City during the winter.
Hmm.
But people wait, and when the ball gets to the bottom of the pole, the big lights up that has the year number on it, and that's it. Happy New Year. Um,
I would say,
And there are also then fireworks in New York City in Central Park. That
yeah,
start
right after
right
the ball
going up.
drop.
Yeah.
And I think that's just the common. I would say many people, maybe 70% or higher of people have the TV on or are there in New York. I know my brother went one year. He traveled there for the New Year's to watch the ball drop. But those last 10 seconds, our tradition is to count down really loudly.
Right.
And usually the traditional drink, if you're an adult, is to have champagne. So we cheers at the end.
Yes.
And another fun one, and this might be probably only for single people, or if you're married, you do a New Year's kiss. Yeah. So
Yes.
right there at midnight,
Yes.
that's the tradition.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so the other thing, like you said, is to throw off fireworks. If you're at home, you can buy your own small fireworks, and usually we'll have firecrackers or the sparklers that you can hold in your hand. And it depends on the state, but some states allow you to have larger fireworks that you can set off from home as well. So it's really a fun event, but unfortunately we won't be doing much of that. I might still set off some fireworks in my back area, but I'll probably just be with one person. I won't be with a big group. So yeah, those are the typical traditions here.
Right.
Yeah, what do you think that you're going to do since you can't go out? What do you think you'll do?
Well, I have a bottle of champagne, and I guess I will drink it by myself. Yes. All right.
Well, thanks for talking to me, and I hope that you have a wonderful New Year.
Yeah. Well, Happy New Year's, Kirsten. Happy New Year.
You as well.